And a good morning to all of you. Thanks so much for stopping by and joining me on this Friday morning. It's July 29th. Another scorcher here in Vermont, like most of the East Coast. We've been having 90-degree weather, very humid. Hopefully it's going to break this weekend is what we're told. And, we're going to get back into some of that 80s and not so humid. But I got to say a big thank you for all the support. I continually am just blown away by all the emails I get from you guys. So thank you for viewing the blog videos. I enjoy doing them. Hopefully it's some insight, into this great hobby of ours, collecting model cars. So I got a ton to cover today. I got to keep it. I mean, last week, 23 minutes. Seriously? If we keep going like this, we're going to have a 1-hour talk show. Okay. First and foremost, who am I? I'm Mark. Mark Fothergill, President, Founder, CEO of Replicars Incorporated and Replicars.com. Who is Replicars? We're a 25-year-old company, been serving the model hobby since 1990. We're actually coming up on our 26th anniversary. So a testament, a big shout out first and foremost to our customer base. We appreciate your business. We can't say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we call it the 3 S's. We've got the best service, the best selection, the best staff. It's easy. If you're a regular, you know how we roll. If you're not a regular and you want to give us a try, one order, we'll get you hooked. We'll show you what great service is all about. Okay, this cat is on vacation next week. So this is going to be it. You're not going to see a blog video next week. My next video is going to be on August 12th. And any, help is always here. Phone, you can call us 802-747-7151. The staff is going to be here. They're going to be taking good care of you. I will be seeing emails kind of sporadically, but if you need service immediately, it's Mary, it's Ken, it's Katha. Get in touch with them for sure. And I'll be kind of forwarding requests around and I'll be orchestrating. But this is the big Fothergill once a year. My entire family, we're going down to Cape Cod this year. There's going to be, I'm going to say somewhere in the vicinity of 25 to 30 of us. So we're looking forward to it. And this is one of the few times that Brian and I actually are out of here together. We're going to have a week with the whole family, the children. It's going to be awesome. And shout out to the family, I guess, right off the bat. Okay, Summer Fridays. We are still on Summer Friday hours. We close at 1 p.m. Eastern Time every Friday. Give the crew a little jump on the weekend. This is going to run through Labor Day. Thank you to all the customers because it's gone extremely well so far. No problems. If you have issues, customer service, just call us before 1. If not, we're back in the office bright and early Monday morning. Appreciate the help on that one. Okay, I got to rifle through some stuff here. Coming soon. You guys, most of you know, this is where when we get notifications that models are on the way to us, they go in coming soon. Homepage at replicars.com, left-hand side, look for the category, coming soon. More and more customers are finding out that this is where to cruise on a regular basis. Get those orders in as soon as they see items in there. You're guaranteed to get it. Spark, a perfect example. Most of you 143rd collectors know Spark is the hottest stuff going right now, and it's coming and going very rapidly. The last shipment, I had so many guys email me, what happened to this one? What happened to that one? They come and they go, and it's just one of those that pre-order is the only way to guarantee, and I can throw this out there. In 25 years, we have never once, ever taken a pre-order that we didn't fill. So take that to the bank. I don't know how many of our competitors can make that statement, but if you pre-order with us, you're going to get that model, guaranteed, no questions asked, and it's the only way to really secure delivery on some of these popular releases. So I'm gonna leave it at that, but coming soon, check it out, and that's really where, if you want to stay ahead of the curve, hit it up. Okay, eBay, quickly. Ton of great stuff up right now. Ken's been on vacation this week, but next week we're gonna get really rocking. But brother Brian, shout out to Brian. He's been killing it this week. A couple items that are listed right now. This is the Mini Champs 1997 Jacques Villeneuve World Champion car. Pristine. The box. This has the clamshell, what they called the gift box. Also up for grabs right now is a Mini Champs. See if I can get my hands on this thing. Get it out of the way. 95 Indy. This is the 1/8 scale helmet. That's up for grabs. A couple great Villeneuve items. And I was rummaging around in there, which they don't like me out there very often. This is not currently listed, but it's going up next week. This is the Mark Donahue 91730 Sunoco. This was by Mini Champs. Beautiful car, beautiful presentation box. Check this out next week, eBay. And with that said, we buy collections. One model to 1,000, it doesn't matter. If you want information, all we need is your list. Okay, you can get it to myself, mark@replicars.com. Send it to Brian@replicars.com. If you need information about our buying collections, we have a trade-in program. We're more than willing to help. Just contact us, and we'll be glad to give you the information. And this is really how we fuel our eBay store: is we're buying collections, and we got just a constant flow of long sold out. You name it: GMP, Carousel One, CMC, Exoto, Mini Champs. It's just it's a great place. Homepage at replicars.com, right in the middle. Look for the eBay icon. Click on that. Go right to our eBay page, and on the left-hand side, you'll see categories. Rare and hard to find is always a great starting point. This is where we tuck away, some of these long sold-out models. And there's another category called pre-owned and loved models. Another spot to always check out those two. And fixed price items. We accept offers on all items, reasonable offers. I got to throw that in there. But again, replicars.com, eBay link. Check us out. Okay, new. I'm going to go quickly here. 43rd scale this week. There's over 25 new releases. Bunch of great Spark releases. First up, I'm going to try to do this without, see if I can't break anything. Senna Collection, 143rd. 85 Lotus, 87 Lotus, 88 McLaren World Champion, 91 McLaren World Champion. And you can see brand new packaging. These are great models, reissues, but new packaging. If you missed them first time around, those are all listed in the new 143rd category. Homepage of replicars.com. Look for new arrivals. It's sorted by date, sorted by scale. And I got to throw out there, don't be afraid to go down, last week, the week before, 2 weeks ago. You can always, we're keeping, I think, 4 or 5 weeks worth of new arrivals listed in there. So if you missed a week, you can always go right back and see what has come in really over the last month. So great setup there. Okay, Spark, 76 McLaren Indy 500 winner. And there's some great, these are Porsche 906, 69 Le Mans. I think there's 2 different versions of this. There's some great street cars. Again, too many to list. Go to the 143rd category, scroll down through, over 25 new releases this week. If you do the Rossi 112 scale bikes, there is a category in new this week. We got quite a few new Rossi bikes in. And these, for a few years, it was kind of like, the Rossi stuff. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, the craze is back. They're selling out quick. Check those out, Rossi bikes. 118th this week. Again, brand new Senna packaging. 91 McLaren MP46 World Champion and 92 McLaren MP47. Those are both in new 118th for this week. And then this one, great car, 92 Nigel Mansell Williams FW14B World Champion. Removable engine bonnet, shows all the engine area. The front, there's a removable piece to show the suspension on the front. Considered by many to be one of the most sophisticated Formula One cars of all times. They, the back in the day, they said, anybody could drive it. It could probably drive itself because of all the gadgetry. But a great piece. And if you collect 118th World Champions, that's a no-brainer. And very fairly priced at $169. Great model. Check it out. New 118th. Okay, Indy. Back here, I'm not gonna rifle through them all, but I want to just show. This is the latest sample of the 39 Wilbur Shaw Boyle Special, and the color is not correct. We're going back and forth with our factory on this to try to get the color just right. But you can see the markings are now correct, and they're like a cream colored, and they're not white. The restored car, all the markings were white. We had a customer contact us and said, you guys should check this out. We did some research, and lo and behold, we found that the real car actually had cream colored or beige markings as far as the number and the boil special. So, this is what we do. We listen to our customers, we do the research, and we want to produce the most accurate, well-detailed models we possibly can. And again, I know this isn't the best way, but the motor detail on this, absolutely superb. Wiring, and the grill, photo etched metal. The interior on this car is probably going to be one of the best. All of the controls, transaxle, the dashboard, glass face gauges. I could go on and on for hours. Homepage of replicars.com. Right at the top, look for Replicars exclusives. Go to the 118th category. You can see all of the current offerings we have in stock, but all of the models that we have planned that you see back here. Any questions on the Indy program, by all means, we're always willing to answer any questions you might have. Okay, shout outs. We got a bunch of them today, and we got a couple of hot topics we're going to cover from the shout outs. Right off the bat, Cliff Horn, Modesto, California. Great story. Last week I mentioned something about, does anybody remember our name before it was Replicars? Cliff somehow dug out, he had his original invoice from his first order ever with us, 1993. And so any of you that are wondering, when I first started out, the name of the company was Loris and Company. And what's Loris? That's actually my wife's maiden name. And it's a long story, but we very soon after that, we changed the name to Replicars. We knew models was going to be our thing. So, but Cliff, big shout out. He's been with us since 93. I mean, how do you have customers this long? You've been serving the model hobby for 25 years. That's how. He's been with us 23. So, again, big shout out to the customer base. We just can't say it enough. We appreciate it. And we would never be the company we are today without you, our loyal repeat customers. So hats off. Ken Harpenow, Gardnerville, Nevada. Fairly new customer. He's only been with us a couple of years, club member, but got a great email from Ken raving about our latest 143rd scale Indy releases. Loves them. Ken, thank you for the support. Scotty Gardner, Orange Park, Florida. Brand new club member within the last year. Just had a great little email conversation with Scotty. Shout out, hope all is well. Brandon Roberts in Braidwood, Illinois. Fairly new customer, has been with us a couple of years, but we just threw Brandon a free 1-year membership to the club. And I'll get to that in a minute. But and this is when we see loyalty and we see consistent sales, we will throw you out a 1-year free subscription to the club membership, which will get you 10% off every purchase. So Brandon, you are our brand new latest club member. Welcome to the family. And look for my email that goes out to club members every Friday. As soon as I get done the video, I get working on that. So welcome. And Josh Hewson, Bismarck, North Dakota. Longtime supporter of Replicars. Josh, hope all is well. And you might, if you're into the Rossi bikes, check out his site. It's RossiMiniChamps.com. You can also find him on Facebook, Twitter. Just a strong supporter of Replicars, and we can't say it enough. We appreciate the support, man. Brian Golby, Park City, Utah. He's been with us since 2001. Brian, you just had your 15-year anniversary, club member. Thank you. We appreciate the support over the years. And okay, Sean Lau, Vancouver, British Columbia. Great question. First shout out. How do manufacturers determine race versions of models that they produce? Well, yeah, everybody knows it's a no-brainer. If it's a race winner, that's easy. But how do they determine, okay, it's a 79 Arrows, Riccardo Patrese, Argentina GP? Most times it's when they ran a different aerodynamic package or a different wing configuration. And how do they determine? I have no idea really, but I'm sure there is some significance, and it's not like they just dream up and say, oh, this is the South African Grand Prix, or this is, Sebring 68. I'm sure there's a method behind the madness, but it was a great question, and one we had a nice little email exchange over it. So Sean, hats off for that question. Alex Macedo, Salt Lake City, Utah. Got an email from Alex asking about delivery dates on a bunch of different models. And I got to throw this out there, okay? And as most of you, if you're a seasoned collector, you know, most manufacturers have adopted this new, I guess, theme that they don't feel compelled whatsoever to give us any type of delivery dates. So I tell customers when they ask, you know, when's Mini Champs XYZ coming? Okay, and not in a sarcastic way, I say your guess is as good as mine because we get very little notice. Spark is another one that we really get maybe 30 days notice. We find out what's in the next shipment. But other than that, we have no idea whatsoever. They will not give us any type of a delivery schedule, release dates. They just, they announce new models when they're coming. No, I don't want to say nobody knows. They probably know, but they obviously don't want to give that information out to the dealers and distributors so that we in turn can get it out to you. So the point being, the delivery dates, there's a very few manufacturers, yes, they can hit it within a quarter maybe, but for the most part, almost all the manufacturers now have just, I call it the announce now, deliver whenever. That's what I call it. So I hope that sheds a little bit of light. I think that's going to do it. We got to wrap it, okay? Remember, I'm on vacation next week. Next blog video is going to be Friday, August 12th. I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm out.